Because when I stayed there with the monks, it was not fitting for me to film in the same way that I might film when I was walking in the countryside and meeting folk in the villages, in the bars, staying with them in their Well, it's been a long time. Why has it been a long time? Well, because I reached a sort of tree in the road, so to speak. It has been 2 months since I basically stopped making videos. A month and a half, maybe. The reason for that is because I came to the point where I arrived at the monastery of Saint-Randrel de Fontenelle. And it is a very special moment of the voyage, for me personally, that I wanted to make the video of that stay at the monastery with the monks something special, something well done. And so ever since the last video I made, I've been trying to put together words, I've been trying to write about it first, so I could make the video more powerful, better. And so that's the main reason why if you, the few followers of mine on YouTube, are expecting the next video and it has not come, it's because of that. It's not because I've given up the project. There is a lot more footage left over. From the point I go to the monastery from my last video, there's another month-ish to get to Paris, and then there's a month in Paris, and then there's another month spent in the southern reaches of France. So all I wanted to do was explain that more footage is coming, whether you care or not, doesn't matter. But I just wanted to get it off my chest because I felt very frustrated that I haven't been able to produce this Saint-Randrel episode as I have liked. It's going to take a lot of time. I think what I might do is produce the videos afterwards. So this might be called video 50, whatever it may be, in waiting. And I might carry on with the saga and then upload the video of the episode of A Folly in France, me staying with the monks. About this episode, one of the reasons why it's more difficult to make is because when I stayed there with the monks, it was not fitting for me to film in the same way that I might film when I was walking in the countryside and meeting folk in the villages, in the bars, staying with them in their homes. No, in this video, all I had as B-roll footage was the monastery and the way it looked. And so what I want to do is to have a narrative which I can speak to, which I can make a video, overlay footage, and create an interesting telling of the story of my stay at the monastery there with the monks. And it was a life-changing, life-affecting moment. To live with the monks, only for the few days I did, to eat with them, to watch their services, to hear the liturgy in Latin, to walk their gardens. Very beautiful they are. Lime trees and various plants. The gurgling brook that goes through the monastery. The mountain beside, it's not really a mountain, it's a big hill. We walk up and see a very ancient little church. It's a very special moment. Not least because one of my heroes went there. Patrick Lee Fermor. He wrote a book called Time to Keep Silence, where he stayed in the very same monastery I have now stayed in. Part of my coming video that I will eventually make, with a lot more attention to the story of my being there, will be actually to talk about Patrick Lee Fermor's experience there, and how it has changed, how it has evolved, who are the people there, the monks, because I met and got to know some of them, and what my experience was like being in that monastery before I carried on my journey up the Seine to Paris, where I had a great time also. That's all coming. But yes, I just wanted to get off my chest because it has hurt me a little bit. I haven't continued on as I wished to, because now I'm back in England. I wanted to, publish at least 1 or 2 videos on YouTube a week of the adventure until I finished the footage. But this moment which I've arrived at the videos on YouTube has proved harder, because I want to make it something special, and therefore I've been trying to put more thought into it. That is enough to say. I long to go back to France. But by the way, my first book is published, and you can buy it. You can buy it on Amazon. If you buy it on Amazon, then I get less money. If you buy it from the website of my publisher, Troubadour, then I get more money and you spend the same amount. I hope to show you Saint-Vandrel de Fontenelle soon, and I hope you will come back to watch it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and consider giving some money to my fundraising effort with St. Mungo's in aid to tackling homelessness. I have Instagram, Dominic Le Bonhomie, and Folly in France, and if you go to my website you can find much more there, including an interactive map with my route and all the videos linked on the map. So join me next time for another little yomp in France.